Hello and welcome again to one of our videos. This is another grammar video, and this time we'll be learning about the reported speech. Alright, why do we use the reported speech? What is it? How do we use it? Alright. We often use reported speech to give someone a telephone message. For example, Maha said that she couldn't come today because she was sick. You had a phone call when you were out, and your mom is giving you the message. She rephrased, or she told you Maha's words. She made some changes, but she kept the meaning. Number 2, we use the reported speech when we want to tell someone the news. The news that you've heard of from someone on TV, on the radio. For example, Nora told me that Amal graduated. That's a good news. Or we use it to report something that happened earlier. For example, Ahmed said that the other driver ran the red light and hit his car. So we are reporting what somebody else has said. We keep the meaning of the words, but we make some changes. How do we use the reported speech? When we use reported speech, we are usually talking about something that happened in the past. Again, in the past. Therefore, verbs should usually change to the past. And by the past, I mean different forms of the past. Past simple, past continuous, past perfect. The following steps are very easy, and you need to follow these steps to change a statement into the reported speech. Let's start. Number 1, use that. Number 2, change the pronouns. Number 3, take the tense one step back. Number 4, make necessary changes. Let's find out how can we follow these steps to report somebody's words. For example, here how the tense changes. If you are giving a sentence or a statement in present simple tense, when we change it into the reported speech, it should be in the past simple. Excellent. What if the statement was originally written in the past simple? It should be changed into the past perfect. What if the direct speech or the statement was written in the present perfect? You change it into the past perfect. What if my statement included one of the modal verbs, can or will? It should be changed into could or would. What if I have to in the sentence or statement? In that case, I change it into had to. What if I'm talking about the future? Is or am or are used with going to. All I can do is change verb to be, and that turns into was or were. These are the tenses, and the changes we make to those tenses to change a statement into the reported speech. Guess what? What if the reported speech was in the past continuous and I want to change it back into the direct form, I will change the tense into correct present continuous. Alright. In reported speech, you should use these structures. Someone said that, or someone told me that. The necessary changes that we have mentioned earlier in another slide is, in a reported speech statement, we need to make some changes. If you have the word here in a direct speech, you should change it into there. Today changes into that day. Tomorrow, the following day. Yesterday, the previous day. Now turns into then, and next turns into the following. For example, I say the next week, the following week, the next year, the following year. Alright, now it's time to start practicing the report speech. As you can see, this person is really tired. He says, I am not happy at my job anymore and I think I will quit. This is what we call direct speech. The exact same words said by someone. We want to change these into the report speech. We have to bear in mind the steps that we have mentioned. Use that, change the pronouns, make the necessary changes. So Ahmed told me that, of course this is Ahmed. I here refers to Ahmed, right? Great. So instead of saying Ahmed, I will refer to him by pronoun he. Verb to be here is in the present form. That should be changed into the past. So I'd say Ahmed told me that he was not happy at my job, turns or changes into his job anymore, and he, instead of I think, this should be turned into he thought. Will changes into would. So Ahmed told me that he was not happy at his job anymore and he thought he would quit. Another statement. Be careful with the pronouns. My sister's coming to visit me soon. Bear in mind, we need to change my and me. So the answer would be, Amira said that. Whose sister is this? This is Amira's sister. Say, her sister was coming. I changed the form of verb to be from present to past. To visit, instead of me, it will be her. Her sister is referring to Amira's sister, and her is referring to Amira. Great, let's try another one. I find that the harder I work, the more luck I seem to have. What if I want to change Thomas's speech into the reported speech? He said that he found the harder he worked, the more luck He seemed to have. Seemed with an ed for the past. Again, as you can see, Margaret Thatcher here is saying that 90 of our worries are about things that will not happen. It's time for the reporter to tell us what she said. She said that 90% of their worries, our changes into their, are changes into were about things that will changes into wouldn't. Again, everything is funny as long as it is happening to somebody else. That's said by Will Rogers. It's time for our reporter to report what Will had said. He said that everything was funny, as long as it was happening to somebody else.